Hello and welcome. This is Kim Eldridge from New Frontier Books coming to you live on Tuesday, May 19th. I am the host of your Bestseller Live, which is happening here in June. Can't wait. Getting closer, and the registrations are just flying in. I got 2 more this morning before lunch. So that's always a great thing to wake up to. So this is another Facebook Live in my series of This is for you if you are a message-driven author who is so ready to share your message in a book, and you're looking to have an authentic bestseller. So like we talked about yesterday, no 99-cent Kindle ebooks. This is also for you specifically if you are published, almost published, or definitely done with your book. So this is not, this information, while always valuable, is not directly for you if you are just getting started, if you're still in the depths of writing, if you're in the idea phase. Obviously, you're welcome to stay, but hey, this isn't directly for you. So before we jump in and get started, I just wanted to let you know that I will be coming back and checking comments. Since I'm coming to you through Zoom, I'm not actually seeing them pop up live. But if you're here, please go ahead and say hi, let me know, and I'll come back, answer any questions, respond to any of your comments. So today's little training is about what is the definition of a best-selling book. What does that actually mean? And you are going to be getting a taste of the training, the in-depth that you'll receive when you join me for your Bestseller Live. Market your message to bestseller status, which is happening live but virtual June 9th, 10th, and 11th. So if you're already like, yep, I'm in, I'm going to go register, tickets really are filling quickly. You want to go to yourbestsellerlive.com and go ahead and register your ticket. You know, a little bit about me, if you're new, if this is the first broadcast that you're getting from me, I am a beast mode marketer. I'm your bestseller strategist. And I love to take my authors all the way from idea through writing, through published book, and then through launching, so that you're really powerfully sharing your message with the world. I really look that this is going to be an all-in-one solution. So let's talk about what's the definition of a best-selling book. You know, you secretly, or maybe not so secretly, want to be known for your expertise. You really, really want to help people. And you know, almost 100% of my authors say, you know, I would be happy if my book changed the life of just one person. Because deep down, that's really what we want. We have this gift, we have this brilliance, we have this story that we want to share. And we want to help people. And we rationalize that it would be okay to help just one person, just a handful. But secretly, sometimes not so secretly, we want more. We want to be the keynote speaker. We want to be in Oprah's book club. I don't even know if that's still a thing, but we have this desire to be known, to help lots of people. And that's okay. That's brilliant. Now, are we going to change the whole world with a book? Of course not. Of course we're not going to. Because we're not put on this planet to change the whole world, but we are put on this planet to change the worlds of the people for whom we're meant to serve. And let me tell you that having a best-selling book is a great way to do that. Now, yesterday we talked about having an authentic bestseller. So if you haven't caught that, go back and check it out, because it might be a little bit different than what you're thinking. But today I wanted to talk about just what is a best-selling book. So let's talk about, I've got my notes on my other screen. How to wrap your head around being a best-selling author. Like, what does that mean? And what does that mean for you? Absolutely what is not a bestseller. So like, if you do this, you cannot claim a bestseller title. And why having a best-selling book is good for your business. So let's look at how do we wrap our heads around being a best-selling author. First off, guess what? There are no bestseller police. So when we're looking at being an Amazon bestseller, if this is a self-proclaimed title, meaning it's up to you as the author to watch your sales stats and watch you go up and down the rankings of books in various genres. And let's be really honest, some of these genres are like easy weezy. But does that mean that you're not a best-selling author? Are you only a best-selling author if you hit number 4 out of all of the books published on Amazon, like I did? Does it make me not a bestseller, a best-selling author, or having a best-selling book because I hit number 4 instead of number 1? Is bestseller in the top 10 in a really competitive category? Or do you have to be number 1? Now, I'm asking you all these questions, and guess what? I'm not going to give you the answers. Because this is exactly what I mean about you have to wrap your head around what does it mean to be a best-selling author? Does it count if you bounce up to number 2 and you stay there for a few hours and you drop back down? Is that like holding a world record for, okay, so I was a swimmer. Is that like when you're qualifying in the Olympics and you have all of these heats to get to the gold medal heat? What if you set a world record in the morning and the gold medal race isn't until the evening, and you've got that gold medal race, but you've got the world record, but when you have the gold medal race, you come in second and somebody broke your world record? Does that cheapen, lessen, or take away the fact that you were a world record holder for however many hours or days or weeks? So when you're wrapping your head around what does it mean to be a best-selling author, you get to set a little bit of your own definitions. So when I work with my clients, we talk about this. Like, we're doing your launch. What are your goals? How many books do you want to sell, and how far up the ranks do you want to climb? And here's a little insider tip, okay? This is like a write me down. Sometimes you can't control what's going on in the rest of the world. So you're having a book launch, but something hits in the media that you have no control over. So for example, a client of mine had her book launch in January, right at the end of January. And her book came out, we did her big launch, the exact same week that Kobe died in a helicopter crash. And even though the book about Kobe had been out for a very long time, people were buying that book because it was top of mind in the media. So does all of the motion in her bestseller launch, is that invalidated? Because, and by the way, they were in the same genre. So it was like a direct competitor. It wasn't like, it's not like she had a diet book and he was in self-help. Like, they were in the same genre. Does that lessen the movement of her book from obscurity way up the charts? But could we ever have competed with that book that had national media behind it? So you've got to start wrapping your head around this. There are no right or wrong answers. A #1 Amazon bestseller feels great, but it also feels really sweet to go from obscurity into the top 10. So start thinking about that. That's something that we're really going to piece apart when you join me for your bestseller live in June. And we'll do some masterminding around it. You can get the insights of other authors who are on the same journey. Okay, are you ready? Let's talk about what absolutely is not a bestseller. Like, full stop, this is not a best-selling book. Who can guess? So if you're watching on Facebook, or if you're, leave me a comment right now. Who can guess what is absolutely 100% not a bestseller? Are you ready? Free. By definition, when you give your book away for free, whether that's part of a promotion or whether there is a way to trick the Amazon system so it's always given away for free, that cannot by definition be a best-selling book. Why? Because you did not sell it. Selling is, I am trading you this money for this product. If I am not trading you money in any of the currencies on the world, then it's free and it was not a sale. A mentor of mine used to say that it is not a sale until payment is rendered. Exactly. So if you have your book for free and you're climbing the charts, you're climbing the free charts. And this is important, like this can get it out in front of people. That's not a bad thing. But you cannot, by definition, be a best-selling author, which is why I like to talk about being an authentic best-selling author. Can you see how excited I get about this? Like, I'm very passionate. Because an authentic best-selling author means that you're not doing something goofy, like a 99-cent Kindle ebook, like we spoke about yesterday. You're asking people to buy a book with real money at full value. Now, yes, it's a book, so full value, is probably under $30. Like, we're going to acknowledge that. But it doesn't mean for free or for a buck. So the last thing that I wanted to kind of tuck you in with about this idea and make another invitation to come join me virtually. Why is having a best-selling book good for your business? Why is having a best-selling book good for your business? Because when you have a best-selling book, it gives you added credibility. It gives you added expertise. Having the book is your first step, but when you can hang that bestseller label on it, people want to align themselves with the best. They want to purchase from people, from authors, from experts who have already proven that their stuff works. And so I used to be like, oh, this title doesn't matter, and it's not that big of a deal. Even when I had a book climbing the paid charts that topped out at number 4 on all of the books on Amazon, all of them in any single genre. And I've had bestsellers in various categories. They pop up and down, like it's fine. But it wasn't until somebody else pointed out to me that this was actually a big deal. This was something that mattered. This was something that could set me apart from all of the other book coaches and how to have a launch coach, book launch coach that were out there. And I was totally clueless about it. A best-selling book is an accolade that you can hang your hat on, that your prospects will be like, she's for real. This really matters. So it is a good thing for your business. Now, am I a bestseller factory? Do I like blindly go out and chase these? Authentic bestsellers. That's what I teach people how to do. That's what I guide you through, and that's exactly what we unpack at Your Bestseller Live. So let's talk real briefly about a pitfall around this idea for being a bestseller. I kind of mentioned it. Bestseller factories. This is where you are artificially inflating how you get to be an Amazon bestseller. And basically you're having a bunch of people buy this book who they're not real sales. You've lined up all of these people who would buy this book, but they're not going to do anything with it. They're just going to shove it in their closet, in their garage. The pitfall with having this bestseller, and there's a second one, is being so driven towards that title that if it doesn't happen, like a major book launch or a major media thing for the same category that you're in that you have no control over, and you don't hit the bestseller level that you had predetermined, and you're like, it doesn't matter, I'm just going to write off the whole book. It's just a waste. Yes, having a bestseller is important, but what's even more important is the message of your book. And if you're sticking with me, I know that you are a message-driven author. You desperately want to help people. And having a bestseller, you know, will open doors. But here's the thing. You're going to knock on those doors whether you have a bestseller or not, because it's coming from here. And you know that your message matters. And message is the very first thing that we're going to talk about on day 1, so on June 9th, of your Bestseller Live. And we really dig into, what is your message? Message is not marketing speak. Message is our heart-to-heart, soul-to-soul connection with the people that we're meant to help, the people that we're meant to serve. And we spend a whole day looking at message, because even if your book is written, knowing and understanding your message impacts your marketing. It impacts how you present your book to the world, and it impacts how you present your marketing for the book and other things to your prospects. Because remember, I work with nonfiction people who are looking for, how can I help people in a bigger way? The book and so the second day is all about marketing. Marketing is not a bad word, okay? And it is not about, you need a this and you click like this and here's how you do a Facebook ad. Like, that's not what it's about. I break marketing down differently than anybody you've ever seen, because it's about, how do we have this energetic connection with your perfect person? So even if your words are bumpy, even if you've got corona hair that kind of sticks up on your Facebook Live, your soul comes through and people are like, I want you, you are perfect, you can help me. How do you bridge that gap? And it starts with message and it moves into marketing. And then on day 3, we talk about, how do you use all of this momentum that you're putting behind your book to create movement in your business? And movement means money. But now, I'm not your like how to make money person, but what I do know is how to line all of these things up so that you have your perfect people flocking to you. And they don't just want to buy a $30 book or a $20 or a $10. They want more of you. They want to be in your life. They want to purchase your products, your services, your coaching, whether that is low ticket or high ticket. They want to be your raving fan. And all of that can start with your book. So right now, I want you to go to yourbestsellerlive.com and register to join us. Like I said at the start, tickets are filling quickly. Like, I sold 2 this morning before lunchtime, and it's only 11:15 here in Arizona. This is a 100% virtual event. So you get to join via Zoom from the comfort of your own home. Now, I've already had some people be like, well, I don't know, can I just buy it and get the recording? No, because this isn't a webinar, this isn't a Facebook Live, this is an event. And normally I ask you to get on a plane and fly to Arizona. And not to Phoenix. Like, you fly to Phoenix and then you jump on a shuttle or rent a car and you drive up to Prescott, to where I live. And then you spend 3 days with me, and you have to deal with your travel, your hotel, and your meals. And that ticket price is $9.97. This ticket price is virtual. So you don't have travel, you can eat at home, sleep in your own bed, but you do have to show up live for those 3 days. So we start about 9-ish and we go to about 6-ish Pacific time. So it should be pretty comfy no matter where you fall in the US. And if you're coming internationally, because people do, hey, it's worth it to switch your sleep schedule for a few days. And to really sweeten this deal, your ticket is $497. Now, because I really want you to make this a no-brainer and say yes. I have this amazing bonus package that when you go to yourbestsellerlive.com, I want you to go check out. And the thing that I want to talk about today is the top 10 tips to market your message to bestseller status. This is the package that you have to have all 10 of these pieces to make it work. But here's the thing. You get it as a bonus so you can start looking at it. But we're going to make sure you understand it through the course of our 3 days together. We're really going to dig into it, and we'll cover each and every one of the pieces. The second bonus that I really want to highlight is the interview that's just for you guys from Dr. Sarah Reif Hecking, where she talks about overcoming procrastination and overwhelm. She's the time matters expert. I am not. And what I've done with this bonus package is I've really put it together to make sure that the pieces that you need are supported, even if they don't come from me. And so that's one of these things that I've put together. Now, there's a couple of bonuses that are not on the page. So let me give those down to you. So if you're following along at yourbestsellerlive.com, you won't find these. But number one is I want to make this experience as much like joining me in person as I humanly can. So I'm sending you a goodie box. And in that goodie box is your printed course book. Now, if you've been around me at all, you know that like I don't do PowerPoint. I am not the pointy shoes, clickety, 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 clickety type of expert. I'm not. So it's not a book just of these are your slides. But surprisingly, I've had some people give me some pushback when they take courses with me, and they're like, I have to print a worksheet that's like 5 pages long every week. I don't want to use my printer to do that. I don't want to use my ink. I have to go get paper, on and on and on. So this course book is a workbook. You will do the work right in it. You will have breakthroughs live while we are together, which means I don't want this to be a barrier to entry for you. So I'm going to print it in color. I'm going to bind it for you, and I'm going to send it to you. So all you have to do is find your favorite pen of whatever color you enjoy and follow along. The other bonus that I'm giving you that is not on that list is for the first 15 people who register, and we're getting close, but there's still room for you. There's still room for you. We're doing a special kickoff call on June 3rd, and that one will be recorded. And one of the things that I really want to dig into that is what specifically do you want to make sure that I'm covering? What specifically do you want to make sure that I'm covering? And then I have no problem, since this is virtual and we have some more flexibility, tailoring in the timing and the teaching to make sure that you're getting what you come for. So right now, I want you to go to yourbestsellerlive.com and register to join me. And here's the thing. I want you to do it now and then figure out the logistics, because there is some. There might be childcare. There might be taking time off work. There might be going like, oh my God, what time do I have to eat breakfast to make it to this event? Dude, I get it. But I want you to lock in your ticket first so that you get these bonuses and then deal with those logistics. Now, here's the final piece of information that you need. Registration closes May 31st. Yes, this is a virtual event, and technically I could have you registering right up to the last minute. Except I don't want to. I don't want to. Why? Because then I don't have enough time to send you your goodie box. And this is an important piece to me. When you come join me live in Prescott, like you will be able to do in 2021, I take care of my people. I want to be able to take care of you, even though there's no hugs. So okay, one more piece, one more last piece. PPPP, yeah. This will be the last year that I'm holding this event. So this is the 3rd year that I have done Your Bestseller Live, Market Your Message to Bestseller Status, and it is retiring this year. So after June, technically after May 31st, this door shuts. You will not be able to get this information. So if you've been watching me for a while, and if the logistics of coming to a live event have kept you stuck, stopped up, I can't do it, this is your moment. You need to come to this virtual event. And just like coming to any event, yeah, you have to arrange your life. But you can do it. I believe in you. There's no travel. Now, somebody said, well, what about taking this time off of work? Okay, my events are usually a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So you travel on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's 3 days off of work. Or you can take the same 3 days off of work. It's just a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Hey, your call. I'm not in your finances. Like, if this is going to cause you all that stress, don't do it. Go to work. Sorry, ship's going to sail. But I really want you here. I want you to come and join me. This is important. My live event is my favorite thing to do every year, and I want you there. Okay, I'm going to get off my soapbox. Go to yourbestsellerlive.com. Come and register. We're going to go even deeper on what is the definition of a best-selling book. And if you didn't see yesterday's broadcast, go check that out about why I am anti 99-cent Kindle bestseller. So thank you again for joining me. This is Kim Eldridge from New Frontier Books, host of Your Bestseller Live. I can't wait to see you virtually in person. Take care.